Hello, welcome back to the channel, Health, Wealth, and Wisdom in Black Spaces. And today I want to talk about the book I'm almost done with. I got a few more pages to go. Yep, I'm on page 231. Yes, I'm pretty much done with it. It's a Walk Through the Fire. That's Walk Through the Fire by Sheila Johnson. Let me give you just brief. You guys probably know her from BET. She's the co-founder of BET. This is her book. I think it came out. I just got it. Went straight through it. It came out in 2023, but it's basically her bio. For those you don't, a lot of people think Oprah Winfrey is the first African American female billionaire, but actually is. If you can Google this Sheila Johnson is the first African American black billionaire. When they sold BET, early 2000s, they sold it for 3 billion. Shortly thereafter, she got a divorce, and well, even before the divorce, that made her the first um, African American billionaire. But this book is really, really good. It's almost like taking an MBA class because the wisdom she puts it in here. Um, the stuff she had to go through her marriage, along with building BET. Um, Outstanding book. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a movie out of her life story. Um, the trauma she's went through um, with her dad. Like I said, it's all in the book. It's nothing. Um, it's not rumors. She laid it all out there, uh, along with how they started BET. Originally, Robert Johnson wanted to be a agent, not a foreign service agent. He left that and then got into some stuff. But one of the biggest takeaways for me from this book is putting yourself in position to, yes, they work hard, but it was more than just hard work that got them where they were. It was the networking. Key thing was the networking to me, what I got out of the book. Putting themselves in spaces where they were able to how see power moves up front. Like, for example, um, when he got the idea for Black Entertainment Television, he didn't have a plan. He didn't have a business plan, but he noticed he was working, I think, as some type of lobbyist. He was working at a political as a political person, and he noticed. So he had cable companies was pretty new, and for the ones that don't know, business and politics work hand in hand, and it goes to show uh it's not what you know, it's who you know. This book definitely proves that. um he had an idea for he saw that they were needing cable space for, and they needed to fill it with, you know black shows and stuff. So he the whole plan was actually a plan from somebody else plan. It was targeted towards senior citizens. The blueprint, the actual document that he used to go to banks and say, here, this is what I need. This is my business plan. He basically took somebody else's plan. The guy let him take. He didn't steal it. He let him. He had an idea for a senior citizen channel, but he could never get it off the ground. So Robert Bob Johnson said, "Can I borrow that?" And then wherever he had senior citizen, he did all the research and everything. So wherever he put senior citizen, only thing Bob Johnson did is went through it and put BET, Black Entertainment Television, whited it out and put Black Entertainment Television where he had the target audience of senior citizen. And of course, he had to do a few finagling. But the end of the story is And there's a book I got to get. It talks about, still like an artist. So he basically borrowed a business plan, tweaked it a little bit, and used pure gumption to go and get money, get a loan. I think he got with Malone, was his first business mentor, John C. Malone, and the rest is history. He sold it to Viacom for $3 billion. Um, and so, but all along, a lot of people think it was just him, but his wife was heavily involved. Sheila Johnson was heavily involved in the building of Black Entertainment Television. And not only that, she left that once she divorced him, she left that, and now she has like 5 resorts, I think, and continue to build in them. Her resorts are under the Salamander brand. So if you ever, like I say, Google Salamander Resorts, and that's owned by Sheila Johnson. But like I said, you read this book, and wow, master class in business. And that's what I do. I try to read these books, and she talked about how she had to work with the her first one is in Middleburg, Virginia, her first resort. She used some of the windfall of the money to, and it took years because she had to go, the board wasn't with her. The Middleburg, when she started, it's basically in the middle of Confederacy country. When I say Confederacy country, it was a lot of Confederate history in that area. So she got a lot of pushback, not on just on that front, just a lot of pushback on what she's gonna do with the land and stuff. So she had to build those relationships, and she built those relationships strong enough to where when it came up time for a vote, she won the vote. And then she had to go back because the plans had expanded from so many rooms that it needed more. So she had to go back to the board, and she won unanimously. And looking at it online, I'll visit it one day. It's a beautiful resort. She put a lot of Black history, Black art on the walls and things of that nature, stuff that she had collected throughout her life. She just, so that's pretty much her. Salamander Resorts is pretty much her baby now, just like BT was her baby. So yeah, like I said, get you some good books, read them, absorb them. Even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, read this stuff, because you can apply this stuff um, to your everyday job, because your mentality ought to be to, even though I'm working a 9 to 5, I need to think like an entrepreneur. So that's all I have for you. Read the book Walk Through the Fire by Sheila Johnson, the bio. Hope they make a movie out of it.